Hello, my name is Megan Chandler, and my educational thinker handout is on Lawrence Kohlberg. Who was Lawrence Kohlberg, just briefly? He was a 20th century psychologist, and his theory was a theory of moral development. So his theory was based on a few different levels of how children progress morally from birth to adulthood. One of the big influencers on Lawrence Kohlberg was John Piaget, and he really enjoyed reading John Piaget and studying him. And so he based his theory of moral development a lot based on the thoughts of Piaget. Just to kind of get into the stages of moral development, Kohlberg divided moral development into three different stages. The first stage, which stage one, he named the pre-conventional stage, which was basically from around 3 to 7 years old, or some people say from birth to 7. This stage is when kids learn to make decisions on trial and error, more or less. If a child is punished, he believed that the child will be unlikely to make the same mistake again based on the punishment that they received. If the child is rewarded, then they will continue to show the good behavior that they're rewarded for instead of the behavior that they have been punished for. In the classroom, we as teachers, we often use this reward system, which kind of was Kohlberg's idea, to produce good behaviors. We do punish based on bad decisions, but if our students are behaving as they should, we do reward them. Most teachers do. The second stage is the conventional stage, and this is when children are between 8 and 13 years old, so they're just getting ready to hit adolescence. At this stage, Kohlberg thought the children have learned, what is good and bad behavior, so now they need to respect authority. And this is where they would learn to respect authority. Kids at this age really want to please other people, according to Kohlberg, so their decisions are based off of what will please others. Respect is to be shown to authority, and what is right and moral is determined by what the child perceives through the majority of influences. So their moral values kind of come from their environment, and if the majority of their environment believe one thing, that's most likely what the child is to believe. If the majority of people in their environment, or the minority people in their environment don't believe one thing, they really won't lean towards that. They want to believe what everyone else does, so to speak. This stage of his theory is to help teachers direct behaviors. Help teachers direct behaviors in the right direction in the classroom. Moral development is often guided by teachers, because during this stage, students will express their thoughts and beliefs of what is right to their teachers, and the teachers kind of step in and say, wait a second, let's talk about this, or what do you think? Why are you thinking this? And each teacher should take these thoughts and beliefs into consideration when guiding students in moral developments. So they should take the beliefs of the students, according to Kohlberg. The third stage is the post-conventional stage, or adulthood. So by now we've went through decision making and rewarding behavior and respecting authority. So at this stage, the post-conventional stage, people have kind of developed the morals that they're going to stick with, and the ethics that they want have been developed. Kohlberg believed that at this point, adults will pick and choose what rules that they want to follow based on their agenda. So let's say, for instance, the speed limit is 70 miles an hour. But if you're in a hurry, even though you believe that you should do the right thing and follow the speed limit, you can push this rule a little bit, because your agenda is that you need to be somewhere on time. So you're going to go 80 instead of 70. This is known as the social contract tier of the post-conventional stage. Universal and ethical principles is also a tier that places more importance on values and morals than laws. So if you promise someone something or something you really believe in that you need to get accomplished, even though it might be against the law, you're going to go with the morals and values of what you believe. Kohlberg's influence on education. Kohlberg's theory gives insight into how children and adolescents think and feel, which impacts educators when learning about classroom management, behavioral guidelines, differentiated instruction, and teachers and educators are also able to look at student experience in relation to how they believe and act. So Kohlberg was very influential in education, especially when teachers are responsible for instilling good morals, or guiding the student to have good morals and values. What is Kohlberg's theory lacking? According to some research, Kohlberg did not value women as much as men. So he didn't place as much importance in his research on researching women. He really just focused on how men are affected by these 3 stages, or how men go through these 3 stages. He also didn't think family and relationships had any impact really on morals and behavior. So in my opinion, I think both of those things, relationships, definitely have an impact on morals and behavior, and also, of course, the research should have been 50-50 on men and women. And that is my presentation on Lawrence Kohlberg. Thank you.